It's just not, what is it? What is this thing? Please, someone tell me what this thing is. It is weird. This spider is about the weirdest thing I've ever filmed. I don't even know how it's staying in focus at the moment. I've been trying to get this thing to focus for so long. I don't know what this thing is. It's got spikes on it. It's strange. It's really strange, this thing. Come on, name it. Name the spider. Never seen one of these before in my life. This thing is insane. And it's taken me like about 20 minutes just to get this thing to focus. What is this thing? Tell me, what is it? What is this spider? I need information about this spider. What is it? G'day guys, down the creek this afternoon. Thought I'd just come and have a little bit of an explore and maybe see if I can find a new spot. So I've walked in for a little bit, walked up and down this creek over the years, checking out places, having a look at different times of the year, seeing what I can spot, especially when the water drops. I'll spin you around and give you a look at what I'm looking at. I've never seen this before. I really am surprised. But yeah, let's have a look at this together. Okay. So, hoping you can see that. I'll explain where the shadows are getting in the way. So, pretty much all the way along there, all the way along there, all the way along there is like a bedrock edge. I've never seen this stuff before. So a bit of bedrock just right there. So I'm going to be interested. There's another little drop off just here. Sometimes what happens, especially in flood, I'm going to take this down when I get down there and have a look around from the other side. But sometimes when the water's at flood or just before it's dropping off, where the gull's travelling along the creek, a lot of the time on top of these edges, the gull can get trapped as it's making its way up this bedrock. I'm going to have a look from the other side and we'll have a closer look, because once I start getting in there and mucking it up, it's going to be difficult to see. So it'll be, one, this video a reference point for me, and two, you will get to see what it looks like from the other side. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but I'm telling you, it could be like a big sluice riffle. That was just a roo. It was about 4 meters away. It just took off. So yeah, let's have a look and see from the other side. So here we go again. Hopefully the shadows aren't too bad, but that's that edge working its way here. So it's nice. I reckon it's a good foot or so drop off. So that's very, very interesting. I'm going to probably start on that area first, and I'll just take this down here as well. And seems to be, I'm going to try and zoom in. It's going to be hard to see on here. There's another big bit of bedrock here that's dropping off, and there's some riffles sort of going along in a few places. But I'm going to start down there. That looks very, very interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that is really interesting, that. So that whole bit here is all a big piece of bedrock with a little bit of ground on it. Looks very inviting. Alright, I'm going to get in there and I'll do a pan bait pumping and see if we can snag ourselves some colour. Alright, so wouldn't call it a pan full of gravels, about half a pan, but I'm getting this clay material. As you can see, the rocks and things in there. So I'm really hoping it's got a bit of gold in there. Well, you know what? Definitely only one way to find out. Now, if you look at that now, you can't even see where that ledge is, can't see nothing. So I'm going to have to be extra careful because I'm going down at least a foot if I go the wrong way. So see what comes out of that pan. I know I've got to try just over here a bit. I wanted to see some stuff, but I can't actually see where anything is anymore. So might be a pan or two here, and then I might move to another spot, let this stuff settle, and come back and do a few more pans. Yeah, let's see what happens. I thought before I pan this stuff down, I'll actually have a look and see. So that's a little bit of the clay and rock that is left over just in the screen that I haven't broken down totally. There are all the gravels. There are all the gravels that come out of there. So a fair bit of gravel. I'm hoping for some gold, I'm telling you. It does look promising. Let's see what happens. Here we go. So I definitely should be able to see 4 bits on there, 2 there and 1 there. So 4 little bits of gold. That's not bad for a half a pan. Might help if I had a bit of water, but I'll suck that stuff up and then we'll see what comes out the next one. Okay, so this time around what I've done is I've just got the shovel and dug some of this mud out. Just to see what's going on, seeing if this gold is right in this mud. Probably around about the same amount of material, so let's see if we get a similar result. Then I'm going to go test a couple other little locations just around here because the water's clearer over there than it is where I've just dug and walked and panned. There you have it. So 2 more pieces. They're a nice size, just not a lot of it. I'll suck those 2 up. And then what I'm going to do is just quickly wash down the rest of these gravels. The clay, it's a bugger to break down. Then I'm going to move just down a little bit, see what comes out. So I've moved a little bit, and this is the ground. Bit of gravel, a lot of clay. Not really happy with it. I'm going to do a pan of it anyway, and I'll try in a little bit of a different spot. So there's the ground. That last pan I actually got skunked, so I wasn't going to do a second one. Needed something with some gravels. So I've got some gravels, a little bit of clay with the gravel. It's all pretty loaded with gravel, so not a lot. Not 10 tonne of clay, but enough. And not this sort of stuff that's pretty close to barren. The other stuff I was getting up the creek was a bit better, but I've just mucked the water up. So I need to come back again and try another spot when I can see exactly what's happening. Alright, I'm going to pan this one out and let's hope for some gold. So here we go. So you're probably wondering to yourself, what's he showing us the gravels before he pans the stuff out? It's really, really important. It's one of the most important things that I think you should do. You need to see the ground, you need to see what you're digging, you need to see what sort of rocks you're pulling up. Like, you know, we might get lucky and pull a specie, but look, I really doubt that. I'm not caring about that so much. What I'm caring about is the rock, the clay, the gravels that are coming out of the creek. Why is that important? Because a lot of the creeks that you're going to go to, there's going to be, and it's not coincidence, the same type of gravels, the same type of rocks, the same mix. Where you're getting those best pans could be a slightly different coloured clay, could be a slightly different type of material. Obviously stuff like lead and all that, glass, all these indicators where heavies have dropped, but also the layer that they've dropped out of. Very, very important. I'm going to pan that out. You get to see the gravels and let's see what the results are. Hopefully we've got some gold, because if it's two skunks, third one and I'm out. That's the way I see it. And I'm probably only going to do a couple more pans anyway, but if this is strike 2, we'll see if we get strike 3 and then we're heading off. But either way, I think 2 more pans after this one and then I'm done. Unless I strike out beforehand, so let's see what happens. So, pan that stuff out. And I've got a few indicators. 4 indicators. 4 lead shots. Now, 4 lead shots, and the best gold, the best pan for today. So we've got 5 chunky bits, and so 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 little smaller bits that aren't too bad either, you know, like they're not bad. You know, they're not bad at all. They're not like little flat bits. They're little chunky bits as well. Like, they're looking really nice, those bits. Really nice. Happy with that. Alright. What am I going to do now? Pan in the same place? Damn right I am. So, what I did was I went up the creek about 1.5 to 2 feet from where I dug previous. Skunked. So that was strike 3. I went, you're telling me 1.5 feet away and the ground's totally changed? So I went back to that similar area that I did. Got similar looking gravels, and this is the stuff I want, like this. You see that it's clay, but it's also loaded with gravels. Alright, I'm going to pan this one out, and this will be the last one, and then I'll do a snuffer dump and show you what I got for. You've pretty much seen every pan that I've done, so I don't even know what I'm up to, but it's not a great deal. I think it was 2, I don't know, 5, let's see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully there's some gold, or that'll be 4 strikes. And I have to ban myself from coming to the creek for 15 minutes. Alright, back soon. So I missed the lead shot again. Was there gold bar? It's a big question. There we go. Seeing as there was gold, must mean I'm going to have to do a bonus pan. I see, that's fair, isn't it? I was willing to ban myself from the creek. Time to do one bonus pan out of the same hole. Hopefully I still stay on it, but then that'll be it. That's definitely it. But let's see what happens. There we go. That's the last pan. Let's play a game. Let's have a good look at these gravels. Bit of clay, bit of gravel. That nicey sort of, that's a bit sort of good and sort of bad. Bit of that yucky clay that we don't like as well. But have a good look. And now let's play the game. How many pieces, if there's any gold, for one, we don't know that yet. If there's gold, how many pieces of gold? Let's see if anyone can guess it. Be honest now. I'm going to say number 7. Oh no, that's my lucky number. So number 7 is my lucky number. I'm going to say 7 bits of gold. It'd be nice if it was 7 grams of gold, but we're going to say 7 pieces of gold. Let's see what happens. Okay, pan's done. We are done. I was close. So, there we go. That was the last pan. 8 bits of gold. Maybe a little micro, could be 9. And 1 lead shot. I'm going to suck this stuff up. I'm going to do a snuffer dump and we'll call it a day. There you have it. There is all the gold. I've just spread out a bit, just so you can see it. It's, yeah, look. Reasonably chunky stuff. It's not just smashed down flat gold. It's actually reasonably chunky. I'm happy with that. It's a good day out. So, why the video? And I come to the creek to do a few pans. I didn't come to make a video about a specific subject. But while I was down here, I thought about, let's look at the ground, let's look at what we're digging, and let's look at what we're getting out of the pan. Importance of this. Even if you've got a high banker, you're digging ground, or you do a test pan, you've got magic ground. All of a sudden the ground, you don't even notice that it's changed. You just keep digging and digging and digging and digging. All of a sudden you've gone off the gold. You finish your little run, do a test, see what you've caught in the high banker, and it's rubbish. You go, but that test pan had 10 bits in it. Why have I got 40 bits in my thing? I should have like 500. Always got to look at what you're digging. Always got to look at the changes, always got to look at the types of gravels, the rocks, the clay. Everything is very, very important. And by keeping track of that, you can quickly do one of two things. If the ground changes, do a test pan, see what comes out of it. You go, uh-oh, I've dug through a layer, I'm getting rubbish now, I need to spread out sideways or across the creek. Depends the actual particular spot you're digging, and that's the importance of this stuff. You just got to keep an eye on what's going on, not only what's in the pan, what's not in the pan, or the high banker in that matter, you know. It's about digging the right ground for as long as you can and staying on that gold. Now, for a Melbourne Creek, I'm quite happy with that. Like, there's some really nice pieces of gold there, and I think a lot of people would be happy with that. So, hope you have enjoyed it, and I'm hoping to get out quite a bit far from home and get to a spot that I've been dying to go back to. I've only done some tests there, but the results were good, and I think it's time to head out there and try my luck, see if I can get a monster day out. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Until the next time, see you all later.